Hey, this is Dan McDonald, the Life Regenerator here on YouTube. A lot of people wanted to know what they will be getting with a membership to Regeneration Nation. So here's just a little sample. This is what I call a Q&A. Now, I've already uploaded 3 of these. Well, they're not on the website yet. They'll go up on Monday. We had to hire a girl and buy another computer because it takes so long to upload these videos onto Regeneration Nation because they're HD. And then what we do is there's an HD version, and for people with less bandwidth, we compress it and make it into a smaller file with less quality. And we also on Regeneration Nation put it into an MP3 file so you can download all the videos on Regeneration Nation onto your iPod so that you can listen to them while you're at work or exercising, okay? So you don't have to be sitting next to your computer. So those are just a few of the benefits. Another one, of course, is that I'll be prioritizing on regenerationnation.com Ask Dan section. I get probably about 100 questions a day from Ask Dan on RYL, and now, of course, there's going to be a lot more at the beginning here at Regeneration Nation, but let's just get started on the Q&A. These are Regeneration Nation members, or I call them the family, okay? So let's just get started on the Q&A, and you can see, you know, a little bit about how we roll over there, and you can decide if this is a valuable aspect of the website that we've created over there, okay? So let's see here. I gotta set the timer because if we go over any more than 20 minutes, it takes a ton of time to upload these videos. But anyways, let's get started. This is AC. I give abbreviations of everyone's name to keep it quiet, but just so you know that this is your question being asked and answered. AC. Hey, Dan, how did you come up with this name, Regeneration Nation? Was it hard to decide? No, I already had that in my head for a really long time, because if I were to ever start a band, or when I start a band, I'm going to get a drum set here hopefully within the next 3 to 6 months. I've got a music room over here, a nice music studio which is buried into the ground, so I'm looking forward to starting a band, and of course I'm going to play drums and sing and play percussion. But Regeneration Nation was one of the names that I wanted to name my band. So, and then when we were sitting around trying to decide of names, this is the first thing that popped out of my mind. Ricky was like, "That's it." And I was like, "You know it, you know. It's got a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Regeneration Nation." Here we go. Okay, here we go. Dan, do you have any non-fat, no-fruit salad dressings? Also, what is your opinion on kombucha and water kefir? Are they good for us, or is it considered a junk drink in your opinion? Okay, let's do the non-fat, no-fruit salad dressings. Yes. Hopefully, you're not looking for a no sugar, but there is a great non-fat salad dressing, and it is apple cider vinegar and honey and some cayenne. So hopefully, well, of course, now if you're trying to avoid the apples, then you're going to have to avoid that. That's a tough question, because usually I've got tons of non-fat salad dressings, but they usually have fruit. And if you consider tomato a fruit, you're kind of out of the loop there. I'm going to have to think about that one, because that's very interesting. You could do, well, see that again, do you consider a cucumber a fruit? That's a tough question. I've already posted several recipes on Regeneration Nation, and I'm going to continue to do that. In fact, when we eat, Sophia takes a picture of everything, and she eats a little differently than me, so she has more recipes. I just eat mono fruit meals generally and drink juices. So it's kind of good that she's around, because she's in transition still. So what I do is, well, when I make her food, I'll make her salad dressings. Like I made this curry dip the other night out of mandarin, hemp seeds, and a little bit of curry powder, a little bit of cumin, a dash of cayenne, and a pinch of sea salt there with a little bit of dill and cilantro. And I blended that up, and that was one of her favorite dressings. Well, she took a picture of it, wrote the recipe down, sent it over to Ricky in an email, and then we popped that up on the website. So that's part of what's going to be going on at regenerationnation.com, because we just don't have time to make a video of everything. So let's move on to the next question. And this is for KC, by the way. What is your opinion on kombucha and water kefir? Are they good for us, or is it considered a junk drink in your opinion? You know, kombucha is cool, you know, but not that cool. It's all right. I don't really like fermented stuff that much, to be honest with you. After you start getting to a higher level of health and whatnot, you start to really notice subtle differences. I'm not a huge fan of the sauerkrauts and whatnot. I'm not against it, but I've found that the pure fruits and the pure herbs really work the best for me as far as mental clarity. So on the scale of 1 to 10, like 10 being organic orange juice that you just picked out of your backyard, you know, grown with rock dust and juiced and drank right away, as would be like a 10, like the best liquid you could drink, you know what I'm saying? On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say kombucha's down there at like maybe a 4 or 5. You know, soda would be down there as a 1. Gatorade would be like a 2. Kombucha would be like a 4 or 5. So it's, you know, in the middle. I don't think it's a miracle health drink. If you really want to get the cells in your body spinning, if you really want to, it's like the cells in your body are like the water wheel, right? And when you have the water wheel going, the water is moving that wheel, isn't it? And so the water just flushes by that wheel and keeps the cells spinning almost. And it passes through the GI tract, and then all the fiber and all the bulk foods leave out in the stool. Well, what you're really trying to do is move the water wheel. And when you use like meat or soda or any other types of heavier foods, those they don't just spin by the water wheel, they spin by the water wheel, but they also leave a lot of residue on the water wheel, and eventually the meat and the excess cooked fats and the grains slowly end up slowing down the water wheel. So if you really want to keep that water wheel turning, you'll eat those foods and drink those liquids that have the least amount of metabolic waste left behind. Cells are stimulated even by fruit. Any food is a cell stimulant. The question is how much residue and metabolic or acid gas waste, as well as acid particulate, uric acid, carbonic acid being left behind as residues. Fruits and herbs have the least amount of residues. Okay, so as opposed to, would I rather have kombucha or orange juice? Would I rather have kombucha or celery juice? I think you're getting my point. You know what I'm saying? So kombucha, it's all right. Not my favorite though. It's not on my list of things to eat or drink to take me to the next level of staying the aging process and reversing it. You dig? Cool. All right. Alternatives to coffee and diet soda. Please never drink diet soda. Coffee, you know, that's down there at about like a 3. That again is going to lead, the coffee is a pretty dirty food and very stimulating. So when you drink fruit juice or vegetable juice, it's like, yeah, cool, you know, like this. But when it's coffee, it's like, wow, you know, and then you're just enervated. You know what I'm saying? So you want a nice fruit juice, and then another fruit juice. You know, so you stay fruit and vegetable juices is here. Coffee, soda, yeah, wow, hey, I'm in a good mood. Oh man, I'm really depressed and sad. Get on those foods that are more mellow stimulators. Get the water wheel turning of the cells and get your energy going. But make sure you're not using foods that are going to cause damage and stimulate you too much, okay? Because then you're going to have burnout. And that's what you don't want. Okay. I'm an avid soda drinker, and I just like the fizz with my meals. Soda is out. If you want to cause brain damage, drink any kind of soda, okay? People love their soda, they love their Coke, they love their caffeine, they love their sugar. but I don't recommend it because you're going to be leaching calcium from your bones, and you're also going to be causing brain damage. And you're also going to really calcify your pituitary and pineal glands, and you ain't never going to wake up on soda pop. So wake up and drink fresh fruit and vegetable juices, please. Okay. Okay, I have nights I'm in a lot of pain. Well, if there's pain, there's inflammation. If there's inflammation, there is acid waste. If there's acid waste, you're bringing in celery, cucumber, cilantro. You're bringing in orange juice, grapefruit juice, ginger. You've got to get rid of those acid wastes. And the way you do that is with alkaline forming juices and fruits. Alkalinize your body. My mom just got off pain pills. She saw my videos. She finally got a computer. She saw my videos. She saw all these people. She's like, holy crap, these people love you. And I'm like, where you been, Mom? You know, and she's like, well, I haven't had a computer for like 4 years, you know, and I can't believe all these people you're helping. And I read the story of this one lady that she got off her pain pills and went on vegetables. So my mom quit. She's been sober for 11 days. And this is after a lifetime of pain pills and whatnot and other different things too. And now she is on the fruits and vegetables, and she, you know, she's having a challenging time, but she woke up. Once she got off all the pain pills, her brain woke up, and now, before she couldn't, she was like, I'm on these drugs, why bother with the good food? So she ate the bread, and then her doctor said, she said, she's got the diabetes, and the doctor said, eat fruit. And she said, well, what do I eat then? And he goes, fruits and vegetables. And she goes, well, my son does that. So she got on the video, saw all the people. Now she's on the fruits and veg. So I changed my mom's life. I've changed my stepmom's life. She lost 60 pounds. I totally changed my dad's life. He's almost completely out of pain after 40 years of back pain with fresh fruit and vegetable juices, okay? So pain pills will keep you asleep. You got to deal with the pain, go into it, and go to the root of the problem, please. This is the Dan the Man message to all you. There's no circumventing, and there's no quick fix. There's only the laws of life, and you have to follow the laws of life and get to the root of the problem, because you cannot just mask symptoms with drugs and expect anything to ever change ever. It's only going to get worse. So have bravery, have courage, and your bad habits are killing you, or you can't say bad because there's no bad or good. Just your habits are either going to make you or they're going to break you. And in this society in general, we are so far outside of the laws of nature that we are transgressing the law, and we will pay our debts for our bad habits. So let's get on the good habits and eat the natural food. Let's get the wheels spinning, get the metabolic and acid wastes out so the pain is alleviated and you can sleep. Get your pineal gland going. We're going to go, I did a video on Regeneration Nation on sleep. I'm going to have tons of tutorials also over there on Regeneration Nation about how to get better sleep. I'm starting a yoga series, which I've already done yoga to release back pain. So a lot of great stuff over there. It just kicked in my creative ability over there at Regeneration Nation. It's such a beautiful outlet. You know, over the years, YouTube has really hardened my heart, and I'm going to get it back. It's just that it's very, you know, when it's your private, personal power, life, your dream, your vision, your goal, the love of this information that I have, and then for it to be always constantly shredded and disrespected, and, you know, people not valuing the work that I do here. It's just, I got to get over the ego of it, but I'm working on it, you dig? But I love helping people, and I love this health, because people are hurting themselves, and it's not a good idea. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, I hope you're forgiven. Oh, okay. Yeah, so she said, yeah, you have my permission to use my name, Katie. Okay, Katie, thank you. And are you forgiven here? Yes, you're always forgiven. You're 100% loved. That's what I love about Regeneration Nation. 100% love. Not 87% love like YouTube. 100% love on Regeneration Nation. That's what I love about it. The overwhelming positivity. It's something that I had to create for myself. I needed a place where people loved and respected me, you know? And it just, that's what we've got over there at Regeneration Nation. Okay, so let's see here. Hi Dan, my question is how to eat a healthy raw food diet without losing too much weight. I am female, 110, and I don't really need to lose any weight. I tried raw vegan for 6 months and felt amazing, but I could not seem to keep my weight up. There is no way I could consume 2,500 calories a day of raw food. I started getting really skinny and gave up. Of course, the comments from people saying I looked anorexic did not help. I want that amazing feeling back. Yeah, there's a thing here that most people don't understand, and that is that we have gotten so toxic, deeply buried, deep down in our cells, and we've created a lot of mucus, and we have a lot of metabolic waste and acid buildup deeply embedded in the tissues of our body. Now, this young lady here, LM, is pretty thin at 110. Now the thing is that in order to cleanse out your body, what generally happens, and this is the highest level of knowledge that you need to know, is that when you go to get all the way cleaned out, get your pituitary, pineal gland decalcified, get your thyroid demucused, get your adrenals and kidneys flowing and filtering back to as close to 100% as possible, thymus, heart, okay, pancreas, to get all those deeply embedded acid wastes out of there so that the tissues, cells, organs, and particularly the wonderful and beautiful endocrine gland system, you're going to get thin. And then what happens is, this is where hardly anyone ever gets there. And only my deep friends that are masters that have gone all the way understand this. And that is that you will get very skinny before you're cleansed. So there's one thing I can suggest, and that's only because it's at the realest of the real levels, and that is to, if you ever get a chance, because you want to be raw, but the thing is your body wants to clean itself out. And I bet as a young lady, you got to think, here's an example. Lou Corona is a 165-pound man, but when he went to get rid of the brain tumor and totally detoxify his body, he went down to 100 pounds, and his whole family and everyone thought he was going to die. But he knew, because he had the same thing happen to me that I did, and a light came out of the sky and gave all this as a download and totally transformed my life 180. And he knew also, this is the truth, but he didn't know how to do it. So he found a mentor, and the mentor showed him, taught him the ways of the breath work and the fasting, and he got rid of the tumor and the acne and the arthritis at 21 years of age in the military. Okay, but he went down to 100 pounds to completely heal himself. Now, this is the tough work, but what can be done is that it can be done in stages. You can do, when you can get away from everyone, LM, you take 7 to 10 days and you water fast. And you go away from everyone, you don't talk to anyone, you don't visit anyone. I know I'm telling you, this is very counterintuitive. But if you want to stay on the raw, so you go in and you do a 7 to 10 day fast, you squeeze the sponge, hide out, and then you consume some more, and your body will put on weight really quickly, because the growth hormone is accelerated during after the fasting. After you've done fasting from anywhere from 3 days onward, and then you eat again, the growth hormone, which brings back your hair, your teeth, your eyes, and your skin back into a higher level, the human growth hormone. There's 2 ways for human growth hormone. One is, there's 3. That's excellent glandular function. Number 2, the growth hormone is also accelerated during heavy weightlifting, and it's also expressed genetically through the fasting process. So a bear hibernates for 3 months, right? Well, when that bear comes out, its growth hormone is expanded exponentially, and it starts eating, and it starts rapidly putting on weight, okay? So to do some water fasting, believe it or not, with lemon is good, and even a little bit of honey in there. You won't get into full ketosis, but you're going to cleanse out some more of that debris. Once that debris is cleansed from the organs and glands, that's when the endocrine system is producing hormones and steroids, which allow you to put on healthy weight. Now, right now, I am toothpick skinny because I don't even eat anymore. A little bit of fruit, a little bit of juice. I'm just meditating right now, and I'm just I'm just living off something else that's deep inside of me. But that's a whole nother woo-woo that I don't even want to talk about on YouTube. Maybe I will talk about the woo-woo much more. I feel safer talking about the spiritual woo-woo on Regeneration Nation than I do talking about it on YouTube, because I can't be throwing out the pearls, you know. And you all know the Bible verse, and I'm not calling anybody names, but you can't put out it's just, you can't do it. You don't want to have that bounce back on you when you're following your deep, loving path into higher levels of your own awareness. You know what you need to do, and you're going to do it. And you don't want anybody on YouTube that doesn't understand to be negativity, because you don't want that negativity in your energy field. Right now, you're taking electrons and you're formulating your beautiful life. And you don't want anybody putting in electrons of doubt, fear, shame, guilt, or ignorance. Do you dig? Okay, so now, how to put on weight. There's one good way, and that is to, you can keep some of the fat on there by using fats and seeds. But you can also, do what I said about the fasting, then you'll grow. And then maybe as a smaller person, you might want to do 2 of those fasts once a year. Okay? Personally, I think 4 is better in a process of healing. I don't know how much you're healing. I would need way more information. But putting on weight healthy weight requires that your glands are functioning properly and all the acid waste is removed, so those glands and steroids are functioning at their highest. And then once you're totally clean and you've cleansed out with fasting, then you put on excellent, perfect, and you come right into your perfect weight and you're just fit. Now, perfect human health looks a lot different than the average modern man, who is kind of bloated and loaded with pus and mucus and has big marbly arms that are really just fats and mucus and pus, which is accumulated from grains and animal products and whatnot. So healthy human tissue is a lot different, especially when you have high quality strength muscle tissue. So I wish I could answer this question better, but I would say the only thing that you can do to keep on healthy weight is to, resistance exercise and some of the calories like nuts and seeds, but I wouldn't eat any more than like nuts and seeds 3 or 4 times a week. Lots of fruits, vegetables, keep on the nice solid aminos. Bee pollen is a great food to keep on weight for easily absorbable amino acids. Hemp seeds are a great way to fill the body out. Avocados really are a great filler outer if you're really thinking on a cosmetic level. And so, but I want to see you have high quality tissue. So I would rather have you doing some resistance training and eating clean muscle building foods. Make sure if you're eating nuts and seeds that you're balancing it out with lots of greens. So fruit for energy, greens for tight, healthy tissue, because those are some of the best, most easily absorbable aminos. But the hemp seeds and the almonds and the sunflower seeds, soaked and sprouted, are really beneficial as far as providing amino acids and some essential fatty acids that will tend to stick a little bit more and tend to keep on a little bit of the weight. But make sure your heart isn't getting clogged up with too much fat, and make sure your liver's not getting bogged down either. There's a real balancing act here. So LM, I wish I could help more, but I would have to get more information, and that is a very tough question because it depends on what you want. I am willing to go all the way to the end of this thing, and most people aren't, because your family and your friends freak out and they think you look terrible. But once you're done with the process and you've eliminated the acid waste from your glands, organs, tissues, and brains, and if you want to do some deep fasting, I believe you can get rid of the scar tissue that's created from overeating, drugs, and just traumas, damage, nerve damage, brain damage, damage to your glands from just acid, damage to your lungs from all the crap we have to breathe. It's unbelievable, okay? So I hope that helps everyone. I'm going to call this one good. That's a Q&A on Regeneration Nation. This was just a sample to let you know there's a lot going on over there. I myself am just getting to know the site. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm very impressed with my programmers and their very creative ideas to make this a cool website. I'm not gonna plug this website anymore. People are just gonna have to understand that it's a cool place to be, and if you want to join, that's fine. If not, that's cool. But there is going to be a lot of great information, tutorials, and extra creative videos, and ones like this. Lots of Q&As over there. That's going to be something I'm going to do to help the people on regenerationnation.com. So thank you so much. I hope you learned something from this video. DTM, going to do my best to help the world. I get a little confused sometimes. Things are challenging. I've got very high goals for myself, and I'm going to press ahead no matter what, and I encourage you to do that. And like I said, you can't let any naysayers get in the way of your dream. You know, you've got your dream, and you've got to, you know that deep in your heart, you've got to follow it. So get healthy, because that's going to be the number one thing you got. And then when you got that power from those, you know, from that electricity of life, you know, when you've got the power to literally not manipulate, but cultivate electrons and create your health, your life, with the power of electromagnetism of your own inner strength, your own inner light. And one of the best ways to do that is to eat really clean, get lots of oxygen, lots of sunlight, lots of rest, and try to avoid negativity and stress as much as possible. This is Dan McDonald. I am the Life Regenerator here on YouTube, and I look forward to the next time we get a chance to hang out. Peace.